So this time I'm coming to you because it's actually the last time that we're going to be speaking to one another, and it's very sentimental to me, really, and rather emotional, which is why I'm wearing my glasses today, because I don't want you to see me cry. Anyway, I'm also kind of looking down so that you don't get this obnoxious reflection, but anyway, I'm just here to tell you all that it's really been a pleasure, and it's really been wonderful to get to know you all really on such a deeper level. And while I understand that we don't really know each other on a deep level because you never really commented or said anything, I feel like you know me on a different level, and I feel like you have gotten to know me, and I feel like it's only fair for me to leave you some parting words. I don't know what those parting words should be. I mean, if I were going to give like one final parting word, it would probably be helicopter, because well, that's just my favourite word. But my real final words, my final admonition to all of you is well, it's really this. I want you to do a couple of things for me. One, I want you to travel somewhere and go somewhere that is not London or England or anywhere that they talk like me, and I want you to go somewhere, and then I want you to speak in a British accent and see if you can fool anyone into thinking that you're actually British. That's pretty important. Alright, number 2. I want you to go somewhere and actually just be yourself and have so much fun and really enjoy yourself, because if there's one thing that you've learned from all of me blogging, it's that travel is such a huge part of who I am now, and the fact that, you know, I got to spend 3 months in Italy with the people who are now my absolute best friends in the world, it's remarkable, and it taught me so much about myself, and it really is what's started all of this blogging. And so I really feel like that, you know, should be one of the final things that I say to you, and tell you that it's just so important to travel, and it's so important to get to know yourself on such a different level, and instead of just trying to figure out who you are when you're surrounded by the people that you've been with all along. You know, you really have to get out of your comfort zone to find out who you are. And what I found out is that I'm actually strange, and well, I probably knew that anyway if you read my story from earlier, but I'm strange, and I come up with different people and personalities, and maybe I was traumatized as a child, I don't know, but I also know that I learned a lot about love and forgiveness and just a lot of things really while I travelled, and so it's so important for you to travel somewhere, and even if it isn't out of the country, and even if it isn't, you know, somewhere that's just so far, just travel somewhere and take people that you love, and, you know, even if it's people that you're not sure about, maybe it's like someone you're dating or something, travel with them, because, listen, travelling with someone really tells you a lot about them. For instance, Alyssa, I mean, that's why we're best friends, because we travelled all over the globe together. I mean, we went to Paris, and we went to Munich, and we've been to New York, and we've been to Jacksonville, and we've been all these places, and we've never gotten on each other's nerves, except, well, she's never gotten on mine, but let's be honest. Anyway, so, you know, you can really learn a lot about people. But another thing that I want to leave with you, besides travel, and besides travel B, which, you know, I did 2 things about travel, sorry. The next thing that I want to leave with you is that it's so important to chronicle things, and I've really thought a lot about this. I mean, for instance, you know, it's such a huge movie franchise now, but the Chronicles of Narnia? I mean, clearly it's important to chronicle things, am I right? Okay. So get a journal, which sounds so like middle school Emily, but get a journal or start a blog, or, you know, just write random things down and put them in a jar for all I care, but really write things down and remember things, because looking back, if I hadn't had the blog, I know that I would have forgotten some epic moments in my life that maybe, aren't important to you, but I love to be able to look back and think about stories, that I would have long since forgotten. So do that, and then tell me about it, because if you have a blog, I want to know. And anyway, so that's 3 things that you need to do. But you also you need to you just really need to go out and live your life and not be, like I am and just, sometimes behind the computer and, like you're doing right now. Really get out there and do things and what's important throughout all of it is that you do everything that you do to glorify God. And, it's just so important that we live our lives in such a way that reflects that and you can have fun and you can do crazy things and talk in ridiculous accents and, it's fine. You don't have to not be a Christian to have fun, and you don't have to not be a Christian to do all kinds of things. Christians have fun and Christians have great lives and we have the greatest lives on earth. So, I really just want to leave you with those things. Travel and talk in a British accent. Travel and just love it and get to know a lot about yourself. I forgot what the last one is. Chronicle! How could I forget the Chronicles of Narnia? Anyway, chronicle your life. And don't forget to have fun and get out there and live life and do everything to the fullest, because we aren't guaranteed any time whatsoever on this earth. So it's really important for you and for me to get out there and do more important things like love others and, serve others and do other things. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Well, I'm not vlogging anymore, and I know that it'll be super sad, but I'm going to be out there living my life, hopefully glorifying God, serving others, and doing all sorts of things, all the while having fun and randomly speaking in British accents. Alright, so that's it. The last video blog that you'll ever see me do.